What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. We've got a quick and easy armor upgrade to the truck today that I'm pretty excited for. But first, I give you all the rundown, whether you're new or returning. 2020 Tacoma TRD off-road, some BAJA ditch lights, fog lights, Heretic 40-inch light bar, Prinzu roof rack, some mud terrain Yokohama Geolanders, 285 75 R16, so there's still custom series BR6 wheels, Icon Stage 6 suspension, got some blacked out tail lights, and a bunch of other stuff that you could check out on my previous videos. We also got my father-in-law's brand new Ford Tremor, which if you want to see a video of us going to the dunes right after he gets it, check that out as well in the description. This thing keeps bugging me. I need to fix this. I had a piece of tape that was going right there to keep this right here, but obviously I need to figure something else out because that tape didn't last very long. So today's video, I got my little D-ring demon brackets. If you look down there, I have my regular skid plate. Now that's the one that came factory or from the Toyota dealership. I have not changed it at all. It's done pretty well. There's really no damage on it. But what goes even lower than the front skid plate is the lower control arms. These are very vulnerable, susceptible to getting hit by rocks, and you do not want to damage those. So we've got some nice steel lower control arm skid plates. I just have the front skid plate. That's what my TRD off-road came with. I have not gotten anything else, so all this is vulnerable to getting damaged and hit. Not very smart by me, but that stuff's expensive. There's my gas tank. I'm gonna be getting a skid plate for that for sure, and then you know everything else, transmission, all that good stuff eventually. Okay, so here is my Runnin for Tacos lower control arm skid plates. If you don't know Runnin for Tacos, they've got all your products you could use for Tacomas, Tundras, I think even like FJ Cruisers, things like that. I don't know if they have Jeep stuff, but either way, check them out. They've got a lot of good stuff. These are all marked, or both are marked. Here's left for passenger side and right for driver side, so you can't get it mixed up. Runnin for Tacos will face the outside, so face towards the street as you're driving. This would probably be a better view for you guys. So that's what both of them look like, and that's how they'll be facing the street as you have them installed. Easy part, 1, 2, 3 bolts on each side, and bam, we're done. So here they are right here. I believe it's a 14 and 11 millimeter you're gonna need. We've got some washers, some spacers, which I'll show you guys how to install all that stuff. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on one side first, which should be pretty easy, and then I'll show you guys how I do the other side. Okay, I just installed the driver's side, and of course, as every modification video that I do, I messed up. Not surprised. So the R I thought would have meant like right side of the vehicle if you're looking at it, so the driver's side, but no, it's as if you're sitting in the vehicle. So the L is actually gonna be on the left side, the passenger side. R is gonna be, no, L is gonna be driver's side, R is gonna be passenger side. So I was backwards on that. Not too much of a big deal, but looks pretty good. Looks really good. Couple recommendations: have someone help you, because these steel lower control arm skid plates are heavy. These things are super, I mean, they're really nice, and these got some good weight to them. So when you're laying under your truck trying to install it, it is not easy because you've got to input those 3 bolts. But we've got, I get under here for you guys, we've got full coverage. Look at that. Really nice. And these things seem like they could take an absolute beating and be good. I'm very impressed with the quality of these Runnin for Tacos skid plate. Now onto the passenger side. I'm gonna show you guys and explain this the best I can. So we've got the Runnin for Tacos facing the outside. What you're gonna notice, here's our three bolts. You've got a long, thicker one, a thicker one that's not as long, and then a skinny one. The skinny one, you've got a washer with it. Not easy to mess that up. This skinny one is gonna go in the corner part. So this is gonna be the bolt closest to your tire over in the corner over there as the lower control arm gets narrow. So that'll go in there. Washer will go on top of it, and the bolt will secure it down, which we got that right here. The thick, shorter one is gonna go in the spot facing the street. So in this hole, and then the closest to the street. So let me go underneath here for you guys. There's the hole for the little one. You've got another hole right there, and you might have a plastic clip covering the hole closest to the, I guess, facing the street. So we're just gonna break that, pop it out, and that's where the short, thick bolt is gonna go in. So if you're gonna do this by yourself like I did, what made it easier for me was to put these 2 bolts in first. Don't completely tighten them down, and then just kind of let it hang, and then I can input the smaller one. That's what seemed to help me. That bolt just barely, wow, that barely fits right there. I guess, I mean, that's what the washer's for, like that, because a bolt would not fit there without that washer. So make sure you put the washer on. All right, that's what that clip looks like. It is a pain in the butt to remove, but now we've got that empty hole that we're gonna be able to work with. And then again, the other one and the last one. That'll be it. One thing I don't want to forget to mention is if you have a TRD Pro skid plate installed, these will work perfectly fine. Bolt in, spacer over, and then bam, right up there like that. Just like that. Washer onto the screw and bolt. Just gonna hand tighten this. There we go. I don't want that to hang too much. Now, let's do that again. This is gonna be a little bit more difficult right here. People looking at me like, what the heck is that guy doing? Okay, so there's that. Let's get that in there. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. There's that. See, with 2 people, this would be so much easier. Come on. All right, there we go. Okay, we're good. So one thing I also forgot to mention that I also messed up on is there's 2 extra small washers. So you're supposed to have a small washer on the outside of the little bolt right there. I don't, so I'm gonna be taking that bolt off and putting the small washer. So I'll be sure to do that on this one. So it'll be washer, then it'll go against the control arm or the lower skid, and then we'll put the bolt over that. All right, hopefully that should be a good enough view for you guys. So washer over, and then like that, and then washer again, and then bolt. So this one's just a little bit of a tight spot, so not too bad. Come on. All right, so hand tightened, just like that. Super easy, you guys. I say super easy and I still messed up. Why? Because I never know what I'm doing. I know nothing about what I'm doing. Look pretty good. Bam and bam. One thing I do like to preach a lot is if you're scared to just do something on your truck, I mean, just do it. I mean, I've done everything on my own except the suspension, because I definitely don't have any faith in myself on doing that. But like the wiring, the roof rack, light bar, all that stuff, I've done all that on my own, and I've somehow managed to do it right, and nothing's messed up so far. Knock on wood. So yeah, just go for it and have fun while you're doing it. In under an hour, my lower control arm skid plates are installed. And again, these are full steel, very nice lower control arm skid plates. Yeah, they're heavy. That's what they're meant for, or that's what they're going to be if they're steel. If you get aluminum, you're going to probably lose a little bit of protection. They're going to be lighter, but I mean, the amount of weight that the steel adds is, I don't think it's going to be noticeable ever. So just get some steel ones. A link to the bio or link to these lower control arm skid plates are in my bio. All right, just like almost everything else that I purchased. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that video. We've got some exciting stuff coming in the near future. The furthest mod that's like delayed is going to be until February, which I'm a little bummed about that, but when it does get here, be super cool. Super excited to install that. I'm going to be getting some new gears in about 2 weeks or so. I'll be picking up my rock sliders, And yeah, super excited. Still got a lot more to do, so stay tuned.